Hello all my dear friends, once again I welcome you back to my YouTube channel Modern English with Khandu Dayal. Dear friends, if you are new to this channel, please like, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel to get more videos. Dear friends, as we have started learning more about the lesson 1.8, that is Voyaging towards excellence, and so far we had seen the three part of the same lesson, in which we have seen that how the writer has struggled, what kind of life he has lived, what problem he has faced in his life. That is what we have seen in three parts, right? And if you have not seen all the three parts, please go through all the three parts, otherwise you will not be able to understand what is going on exactly. Dear friends, I have given the link of all the three videos in the description. Just go in the description and see, and just have a look on all the videos. Dear friends, this will be the last lectures of the same lesson, that is Voyaging towards excellence. So far we have seen that the three parts, and we have came at the end of the lesson, wherein the writer has joined a non-violent social movement and many more things he has experienced in his life. Even he has worked in a different social activities and some such things, right? I spent 32 years in information technology, out of which I was a chief executive officer or MD or the software head for 23 years for large global international multinational software companies with thousands of software professionals worldwide and 6 offices in the United States, 3 in Europe, 1 in Japan and 1 in Australia. Friends, when we look at the career of the writer, he has been the engineer, he has worked in different companies as CEO, as MD and some such post, that even all across the world he has worked with different countries like Japan, then United States, then Australia. In each and every country all across the world, he is having his offices of the company, and because of which he had to travel for the business. I had to travel all over the globe around 150 times for business. The writer had struggled a lot and he has developed his business, and he had to travel all over the world, all over the globe, just to have a business. During this period, I had also written 4 books with 500 to 700 pages each on information technology, published by Tata McGraw-Hill and then translated into Chinese for global distribution. Not only writer has experienced the professional lives, but along with this he also has written different books on different topics, like in those years, during this period means he was on job and he was just having a world tour and he just traveled all across the world because of business, right? But in between, what happened, whenever he used to get time, he started writing books on different topics such as information technology and various topics. So far he has written the book on information technology, which was published by the McGraw-Hill. I learned a lot of things when I was running these large companies, and writer had learned so many things when he was running the company, when he was just going through the business. The first one was the importance of teamwork. In today's world, nothing is possible without teamwork. And the values that he has learned from his work, that was the teamwork first. The first value that he has learned was the teamwork. And he also quote that there is nothing possible without teamwork, right? Means teamwork has become an important issue in business. So we have to work in teamwork if at all we want to be developed. You cannot be successful if you are a loner and an egoistic person. See, the writer has emphasized that alone cannot be do anything, because there has to be someone with us who will help us to succeed or to go ahead. So we should not be an egoistic person, that the writer has taught to us. Secondly, you need to lead from the front by setting a good example in front of your staff. So you have to set a good behavior, good aim in front of all the employees that you are leading, right? You have to be an example, you have to be an epitome of certain things. Only then your colleagues and your workers will follow you. Third was that you need to treat your subordinates and your colleagues as friends. If at all we want to be progress, and if at all we want to be develop our business, what we need to do, we need to treat our subordinate as if a friend, right? That is what the third values and third things that he has learned in his life. In my career, I made a few mistakes but learned a lot about motivations, being a good listener, target setting, and the art of delegation, which forms such an important part of today's management. And what did he learn that was important, very, very essential in today's world? That was the art of delegation, right? So that is very important in today's world. If you could see a business transaction, how a business transaction happens between companies and between employees, so the kind of or the art of delegation is important that the writer has learned in the management. After working for all these software companies for so many years, I wanted to return to my first love, that is to read and write on various subjects concerning human life and existence. Dear friends, so far we had seen that how the writer has struggled in his life, what problem he has faced, and how did he overcome all the problems. That is what we had seen, and how did he become successful in his business. Even he has worked as a CEO and MD in the various companies, wherein he had learnt a lot of values, and even he had to travel all across the world for business purpose, wherein he had learned different values, different things that is important in today's world, that is teamwork, then art of delegation, then treating your subordinate as if you are friends to them. See, some such things the writer has learned, and after taking experience, once again the writer is coming back to his first love, that is to read and write. Means that shows that the writer is very much fond of reading and writing for people on different subjects which is concerned with the human life. Therefore, I gave up 2 offers of around 3 crore rupees per annum to become a writer. And even the writer has also gave up the very important, right, job just to become a writer. This is how my second innings as my writer in Marathi began, and this is how the writer started his life as a writer in Marathi. After this, I have written about 34 books in Marathi. Most of them have become bestsellers with tens of thousands of copies sold for each. And as the writer started writing books in Marathi, near about he has written 34 books in Marathi, and most of them have become the bestseller. Means his book started selling so vastly all across the Maharashtra, all across the India, and that's how he became much popular. However, it is not the sale or the money that is important to me as much as the fact that these books have brought about very good changes in the lives of thousands of readers. Writer just don't want to earn money out of books, but he wants to change the life of people, other people who are suffering a lot, who are having a problem. That is what his books in one way or the other way are becoming a kind of solution to all the people that they are developing. They are taking a kind of solution from his book. After reading my autobiography Musafir and a book on psychology Manat, hundreds have come out of depressions, and more than a dozen have given up thoughts of committing suicide and decided to start all afresh. The writer has done an important work by writing his own autobiography, because of which many people have changed their attitude, have motivated from the writer's autobiography, and they have changed their mind. They have changed the thought of committing suicide when they have learned, they have read the book written by the writer himself. And many people, many students, many younger generations came out of the depressions as well. That is why his books become a best seller in the all across the world. There are hundreds who tell me that they understood the theory of relativity or Big Bang after reading my book on science Kimiagar. Means the writer has written the books on various topics which helped a lot to a new reader, to a students, right? And that is why he become much popular. There are hundreds who tell me that they understood the theory of relativity or Big Bang after reading my book on science Kimiagar. Writer has written a book Kimiagar on science which has helped many students, many people to understand the small concept in science. My book Boardroom on Management has created at least 20 successful entrepreneurs. Then there are hundreds who tell me that they now can understand economic times or NDTV profit after reading my book on economics Arthat. The writer has also created successful entrepreneurs when they read the book which is written on the management, that is boardroom, and even the people started understanding the benefit from economics and how they can earn money and how they can get benefited when they read the book which is written on economics, that is Arthat. Means writer has helped many people all across the world to become successful. Many have turned to mathematics after reading my book on mathematics, that is Ganiti. Even the subject that we feel that very difficult, very problematic, that even the common people, common students will not go or will not have a wish to go and opt for mathematics. But after reading and after analyzing the book called Ganiti, the many students turned towards mathematics. They developed a kind of interest in mathematics after reading the book called Ganiti. The same is true about my books on Indian music, that is Nad Ved, English literature Zapurza, painting, canvas, Western films, limelight, and Western music, symphony, or books such as Genius, series Rakta or Vitamins or Anharta. It is these reactions of thousands of readers and the feeling that I am touching the hearts of thousands, if not lakhs, of my readers that keep me going. And in this way the writer has written not only books but also his books have been taken into small series, that is television series. Why am I telling you my story? When I look back, there are number of lessons and values that I cherish and keep learning about even today. And what is the ultimate purpose or what is the ultimate aim of telling this story to the hundreds and thousands of people? That is what the importance of lesson is. When the writer looks back in his career, that what kind of values and lessons he has learned, that he reminds. And even today also the writer cherishes whatever he has learned in his life so far. Means the values which is definitely help him to be a good person in the life. And even today also the writer keeps learning novel things, new ideas, so that it would be a kind of help to him. Some of these are thirst for knowledge, means whatever values that he has learned, the writer has learned is there. The first is the thirst for knowledge, curiosity, humility, humanity, rationality, equality, teamwork, quest for excellence, never say die, and thinking big. All these are the values, that lessons that the writer has learned so far in his life, and that's how he become a successful person in the world. So dear friends, that was about the lesson Voyaging Towards Excellence. So when we concern the word excellence, to excellence we won't get so easily. For that sake we need to dedicate our life, we need to dedicate our everything if at all we want to be excellent. And that is how the writer, that is Achyut Godbole, what kind of life he has faced, what kind of problem he has faced in his life, that is what the lesson talks about. And how did he motivate all the people all across the world by writing different books on different topics. That is what he has learned many different things from different aspects of the life. And in this way we have finished this lesson. I hope students you would have understood the lesson very well. If you understood the lesson, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.